What's up, everybody? We're back. So today is kind of a debut video for one of my equipment items, I guess you could say. I just had my microphone delivered, and hopefully my sound quality is a lot better today. But anyway, today we're going to be playing the Springfield Tribe, Roy Oswalt versus Roy Oswalt. This guy has Reggie Jackson. He has a bunch of the prospect cards, so we definitely have to be careful here. So, leading off, we have Mr. Craig Biggio. This guy's level 99 silver? Or, yeah, I think. Anyway, so Craig Biggio. First pitch hits a pretty decent line drive fly out to right field to Mr. Reggie Jackson out there. So that's out number one. But then we have big boy Mike Trout stepping up to the plate. And Oswalt here gives us a sinker, which, if that was a fastball, that was to the wall or gone. But it sunk a little bit, and it's just a nice little base hit through the infield, which is nice. Now we have Mickey Mantle up against Roy Oswalt. And Mickey Mantle, fourth pitch of the game, just takes one deep off Roy Oswalt. Great start, and, right away, I just click past the animation, and that info will be important later. Next at bat, Gary Sheffield just struck out on some silly pitch. And now we got Reggie Jackson, and he gets a high and inside fastball and just grooves it. Absolutely grooves it. It was a great hit, and he's actually pretty fast. I do really like him out in right field. He's a great hitter, and his speed is definitely pretty good. Unfortunately, here we pop up, and that will be the end of our first inning of work, but it was definitely a very good first inning. So this guy has Yohan Moncada, Mr. Switch Hitter, starting off, and we basically give him a little bit of a hung curve, you could say, and he hits that really hard, but that's a great play by Biggio. Next up, another prospect, Cabrian Hayes, and gives him an inside fastball, and Biggio almost had it, but Biggio didn't quite get that one. So, yeah. So, one out, one guy on, an 0-0 count to Reggie Jackson. Now, Roy Oswalt, we're going to throw that low changeup, and it's going to get right through. It's going to squeak on by, which, it happens. Now we have Nolan Jones up 2-1 count. Throw that low sinker, and great pitch right there. He was a little bit too late. He was not prepared for that. 2-2. We throw him that low changeup, and Tiny Boomer gets up and tags him for the second out. Now, 2 outs. Guy on first and second. Bottom of the first, and we have Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. up. Just hits a little ground ball straight to Oswalt, getting out of the inning in 10 pitches, which is pretty good. So we have Mr. Giambi up. We are up 2-0, no outs, second inning, and man, he just crushes a ball, just barely foul. And I was really disappointed when that happened. I honestly thought that should have been very hard, and then we swing over a changeup like it's going to be another fastball. Something that I need to work on is, like, again, there, I was looking for a fastball. I need to work on, okay, if I groove a fastball, I need to be expecting, like, a changeup or something off speed, because there's no way they're going to want to throw another pitch that just got smoked in there. Now, Tiny Boomer is the debut player of the day, the creative player. He's awesome. He's the shortest in the game. He has the biggest butt and thighs in the game, but he's very skinny. He'll be good soon. But that's the first out. I have to show every at bat, just the entirety of that bat, just because it's Tiny Boomer, man. It's Tiny Boomer. So we got Roy Oswalt. I'm like, all right, set on fastball right down the middle. We get it, and bang, dude. Roy Oswalt hits a ball very deep. I mean, it's caught, but I mean, for a pitcher, that is a beautiful hit. Honestly, I am pretty happy with that. That was pretty clean. So we got Ed Matthews against Roy Oswalt, and man, Matthews almost took Oswalt's head off. Like, Oswalt has some major whiplash now, and but a strong throw from Mantle, and not so good of a fielding job by Biggio gets that ball in. Another ball, same pitch, same outcome. And yeah, he's going to go third, but another strong throw from Mantle into second is going to keep that runner at third. So we're gonna throw DD a fastball in, and he almost. I mean, that pitch should have been crushed. That was a missed pitch right there, but that's fine because we throw him a high inside fastball, pretty much as good as a strikeout. Just has to make that play over there. Sheffield, he does. That's one out. That's a huge out because now we have the pitcher up. We have Mr. Roy Oswalt. It's a 3-1 count, and Gary Sheffield with a beautiful arm, and then a great throw home. But then we get ourselves in a little pickle situation, or he gets himself in a little pickle situation, and that's Oswalt went to tag him, and we ended that. No runs. Not a beautiful inning, but you know what? It happened. We got out of it fine. Inside sinker jams the absolute heck out of Craig Biggio for the first out. Mike Trout gets a slider he should have hit to the moon. He really should have, but all right, 0-2, and a swing straight over a curveball. Oswald's curveball is really deadly. I mean, if you do have Oswald, I would really recommend that low curveball where it starts waist high and it drops below the zones. Really dirty, but Trout's speed right there, 83 speed, got him to first base, and then Mickey Mantle misses that. I was looking for it. Good timing, but I just barely popped it up for the second out, unfortunately. Okay, we got Gary Sheffield up, 2 outs in the top of the third, and we have a slide step, and oh man, I was thinking I was going to crush that ball, but I was a little bit too early, as you can see. So I get a sinker in that I just groove through third and short to get 2 guys on and 2 outs. Another slide step, and man, Reggie just smoked that fastball. That's just an amazing hit. And Reggie, perfect grounder through the infield. We're sending Trout because he's 83 speed. He's there easy, and that is our third run of the game. So now we have Mike Schmidt up, and Mike Schmidt just gets jammed so hard by an inside fastball, and that won the inning. We have bottom of the third, no outs, getting a sinker that missed a little bit. I will say that missed a little bit. Middle of the zone, he takes advantage of it and just crushes it, and that will give him his first run of the game. And right there, he was fine. He did not replay it. He spammed the button to make it go, and we were fine. Just smokes that 12-6 right up the middle. It's a hit for him. No outs, so I'm going to go to the bullpen. I'm going to bring in none other than the 98 overall Hal Newhouser. He is a beast. Even though he's a little bit inaccurate, he's a beast. And that sweeping curves is best pitch. He's amazing. And his fastball is so hard to react to. I'm thinking, no way Mickey gets this, and he gets there easy. That is why having great speed in center is so helpful. I've seen so many teams with somebody slow in center field, or somebody slow for a center fielder in center field, and I just get balls dropping all day, and it's awesome. So we got Nolan Jones here. Lefty on lefty is really, really hard on it's hard on hitters when you got Newhouser. Really any lefty. I mean, lefty on lefty is the hardest matchup in baseball, video game or not. That's super hard for a hitter to take advantage of anything. But so we got 2 outs, a 2-1 count to Acuna. Throw him something off speed, I'm sorry, that was a low outside fastball, and man, he just destroys it. He grooves it, he demolishes it. So he pinch hits Stanton. And he didn't pinch hit Stanton yet. Or did he? Anyway, I walked Stanton to load the bases. 2 outs. No, he did not pinch hit Stanton. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hitting 7th, Carlos Santana, and oh my lord, if he would have got the PCI up there, that ball would have been way gone. Off speed though, luckily Biggio's right there, put that out, and we escape the threat there in the third inning. So Jason Giambi's up, and we get a walk right away, which is sweet. And my boy Tiny Boomer is up again. He is the funkiest looking man in town. He has two bat flaps, one on each side, and he got that neon green number 99 because he's like 99 years old. And that was just a really bad at bat by Tiny Boomer. He needs his contacts and his glasses, you know. Newhouser here is swinging away, trying not to ground out in a double play, and Newhouser actually hits it pretty well for a pitcher. But Newhouser hits it pretty well, but flies out for the second out. We got Mr. Mike Trout, who strikes out in the dirt, and unfortunately that will end the fourth inning. We're not able to get any more runs, so it is only a 2-run lead from here. So we still got Newhouser pitching, and Didi Gregorius hits the ball pretty well, but Reggie is there for the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now we have Roy Oswalt, his pitcher. He's been all right with Oswalt. I mean, besides those first few innings, he's been all right. He's been solid. So Oswalt is just gonna pop it up on a full count. I don't know why. I wasn't pitching around Oswalt. Don't get me wrong, but I just couldn't find the strike zone there, and yeah, accidentally got him 3-2. And of course, we get a pop up with for Hal Newhouser to end the fourth inning. Going in the top of the fifth, we got Mr. Mickey Mantle leading off, and man, Mickey Mantle extends pretty well and just hits an absolute bomb. Again, here I am not salty at all. I don't replay anything. I don't do anything like that. Sheffield is going to hit a ball up the middle, and it's actually going to be gloved by his second baseman, but Sheffield's 71 speed gets him there. We got Reggie Jackson, and Reggie Jackson just, man, that would have been a double play ball if that was fair. I will not lie. I'm glad that was foul, and Reggie Jackson just misses that, man. That thing should be demolished just very late. And man, Reggie Jackson though, right here, perfect, over the right field wall, just hits an absolute bomb. This guy is probably pretty frustrated. Again, I didn't replay it. I clicked out of it as soon as I could because I didn't want to be salty here. And of course, I get high and inside jammed to make the final out, or no, the second out. I want to say the first out. I am not very smart. I hate that home run glitch. The way that you can get rid of it is you can just pause and then unpause and it'll go away. But just a little helpful tip I saw in a YouTube video. Right there, as you see, Giambi just grooves one, and then Tiny Boomer just hits an absolute bullet back up the middle to put runners at first and third. Probably should have went because, it's Hal Newhouser up now, but I'm not taking him out just because he's so dominant right now. But Hal Newhouser hits a ball almost warning track, so I'm like, screw it, let's go. Giambi's reaction time of like a drunk driver gets him thrown out at home, and that's the inning. That's an ending double play, unfortunately. So that thing really should have been hit over the fence. But it's not. It's just a single, and I'm happy about that. Reggie Jackson, man, just pops out for the first out. Again, those lefty on lefty matchups, even if it's a hitter as good as Reggie Jackson, still a lefty on lefty matchup against a pitcher like Newhouser, it's just ridiculous. It's almost impossible. We get Nolan Jones to swing over that changeup, and then we throw him a nice little sweeping curve for the second strike. And right here, inside four seam to get him on 3 pitches, and that is now 2 outs. And you have the speedy and the righty, Ronald Acuna Jr., and we groove him a fastball right down the middle, and he takes advantage of it and hits a bomb. And guess what else he does? Just wait for it. He's going to replay it on me. So I was like, all right, I see this guy. He's down by 3 runs, and he's going to replay a home run that he hit on me. Okay. I give him a ball. Stanton really should have demolished that. It should have been 6-4 after that pitch. There are a lot of mistake pitches that I made this game that this guy just did not capitalize on. And, yeah, that kind of got me going a little bit. So I fly out here for the first out in the sixth, and I'm really trying to hit a home run here. I'm really wanting to hit one just so I can replay it, just so I can watch it. So we got Mr. Mike Trout up, and Mike Trout gets that's an amazing take outside on a slider. I was really thinking about swinging it, and then I was like, no, that's a pretty easy take on a slider inside. Off speed inside is usually pretty easy to take unless it's an opposite-handed hitter. That sinker, not even close to the zone. So I'm like, I'm just taking here. I'm not gonna pop out. I pop out because I'm like, hold up, high fastball. That's what I want to hit. I want to hit a home run. So I'm just an idiot. That would have been ball four. So pop out there. That really hurts. Mickey Mantle in the dish. And just that was another high fastball that just should have been demolished. But then Mickey Mantle takes advantage of a low sinker and hits it late and was slightly jammed, but still hits it pretty hard through the infield for a nice little single there. Now we got Mr. Gary Sheffield there, swinging at a high fastball just very early on it. And now he's going to swing at a low and outside slider to get him out of the inning, get us out of the inning. So Newhouser still pitching great, still throwing real hard. We get a pop up for Giambi at first base. So this guy has the Didi Gregorius. So this guy has definitely been grinding, and I really like that card. I recommend it, but we strike him out with an outside slider anyway. And now he brings in Gleyber Torres, who's really solid against lefties. So we're gonna challenge him a little bit. So we throw him a sweeping curve. This is not John Franco. We throw him an outside slider that cuts in, and we have him 0-2. And I'm like, you know what? He's probably going to be looking something fastball, and I just dot one inside corner. And now he brings in Newhouser. What a surprise against Reggie Jackson. I don't really have any great right-handed outfielders. And, first one, foul that off. I was a little bit under that, thinking it was going to be a sinker. I was wrong. And right there, that slider, I dropped my PCI a lot and swung way under that one for strike two. And now I swing at that like a high-end inside fastball. Strike myself out on 3 pitches. It was not pretty. We got Mr. Mike Schmidt, destroys lefty pitching, and holy, Mike Schmidt goes deep off Hal Newhouser. And of course, after he replayed his Acuna home run, we gotta watch this Schmidt home run. High fastball. Well, not even really that high of a fastball. That thing was just absolutely grooved. 376, which I thought it went a bit farther than that. But hey, home run's a home run, a run's a run. 7-3, a little more insurance. I'm thinking, okay, I gotta get in Arenado now because he's way better defensively, and he's a righty and who just mashes lefty pitching, and that is Newhouser. So on my bench, I always have Schmidt, I always have Arenado, and I try to have Bellinger, but sometimes I don't. So this guy's getting a little bit salty, throwing some high and inside fastballs, some inside fastballs, trying to hit me. 3-0. I'm just shooting the PCI everywhere. Walks me. I'm like, all right. We got the man Tiny Boomer up, 1 for 3. Newhouser's thrown 9 pitches. I'm just gonna kind of bunt dance. Great take by Mr. Boomer there. I'm just bunt dancing, just trying to be about as salty, as toxic as I can be now because this guy replayed a home run, so you gotta be a little bit toxic here and there. So he has this 1-2, and then we swing over a changeup like it's a fastball. Unfortunately, pinch hit Hanley Ramirez, and oh my God, that slider was absolutely demolished. Now it's 9-3. Now this is a lot harder to come back from, and of course, we got to make him watch it. Now this thing was just demolished. 415, 103.2 off the bat. I mean, just such an awesome hit. I love Ramirez. Sometimes he scares me in the field, but I love him as a hitter. Now we get Craig Biggio to hit one. I'm thinking that's gone. Nope, off the wall. But He cruises in there for a double right there. Like, all right, all right. Now we got Trout in. What's Trouty boy gonna do? One high inside fastball, but a little bit above the zone. So we're gonna take that for a ball, just a little bit above the zone again on a high fastball. A little bit inside on a high-ish fastball, and then we get another one right on the paint, but the umpire gives it to us. Now we have Mantle, and man, Mantle should have demolished that. That should have been game right there. Well, we wouldn't have mercy ruled him, but it would have been one run away. Now Mantle's gonna hit one up the middle, and Biggio's gonna make it home easy. Now we screw up base running. We're using the L1R1 here, and somehow this guy's third baseman makes a little rainbow throw, and we somehow get there. He brings in Corey Kluber. I'm like, I don't know why. And then, as you can see, he friendly quits. I'm like, no. And then he quits. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the next video and subscribe. Peace.